Hey guys, John Loxley here, back with our blind playthrough of Shadowgate. So I looked at those, I mean, you know, when you close, Steam has like a little daily whatever things of the achievements and stuff. So interestingly enough, the librarian, I think it was the librarian achievement, is for reading every book, which kind of blows me away a little bit. And the journeyman, something, the one about the mapping, it's like 50% of the rooms and notes. I think these things, or wait. That's weird. Oh, OBS. So that's annoying, right? My mouse is off. I know why. It's because it resizes. That's annoying. Like right here, or this, right? The actual game. It resizes the game display, but it's still using, it's still set off of the, like what you're actually seeing, the box here, this edge, and all the way to the bottom, the window that you're seeing, the video that you're seeing itself is my desktop, but it shrinks the display, so it keeps, OBS is weird, man. It keeps the mouse the same based on my display, but on this display, it's showing it in a different location. That is so odd. I mean, it's free. I can't complain too much, but if you've noticed, like, why is he clicking on stuff like that? That's why. Man, that's so annoying. I might have to... That kind of upsets me, actually. Because people will watch this and be like, why is he clicking there? That doesn't make any sense. It shouldn't be... Like, okay, let's take a look, right? So we'll close this. So I'm, like, pointing at the dude's nose right now. I'm basically picking the dude's nose. And then here, like, you can't even see it. It's going off the screen. But I'm touching, let's see. This thing, right? The picture of my character. I'm touching it right now. You can't even see it because it's off screen. That is so... That's just shit. See, I like this because I don't want to obscure the... I don't want to obscure the game, you know? But if it keeps messing up the mouse... Like, okay, so let's click on this dude. See, you could see it because I clicked on, like, where my mouse is. The ring of commands that opened up is centered around the mouse pointer. So I basically clicked, like, right in the middle of the dude's chest, and the ring pops up around it. OBS is so weird, man. Why is it doing that? It does weird stuff. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's... Tell you what, I'm gonna pause here for a second. I want to look, because I'm gonna check something out. I'm gonna look at one of the previous videos I've done. And just see, because as we saw in the Deus Ex playthrough, what I see on the preview might not be the same as what I see on this screen. Let me rephrase that. what I see on the preview is not necessarily what OBS is actually recording. It's possible that even though I see the mouse over on what you guys are seeing, and the preview is, for whatever reason, the preview shows the mouse in a different place than I'm looking at on my monitor, it's possible it gets recorded at a and it's fine, but let's see. Okay, let me, can I pause this? Hang on a second. All right, we should be back now. So yeah, I just pulled up the right from the beginning. You could tell where the mouse is and where it's clicking does not match, and that really annoys me. That really annoys me a lot, actually. Why does it do this? Okay, resolution full screen. We're gonna do some troubleshooting here real fast. Okay, how does it look now? It actually matches up now. All right, well, see, I do like it full screen though, but okay. So it's stretched. See, this is actually so weird. It's got to be how it's displayed or something, because like this, the corner right here is where the actual size of it would be on my screen if it was not full screen. So interesting. See, it changed. Why is it doing this? Why? Stupid thing. OBS is not perfect. That is weird also. I know we're playing around, we're kind of behind, right? We're almost 10 minutes in and everything's kind of screwed up. So I am, interestingly enough, I have to point this out because I noticed it. I'm kind of like right in the middle of between the T and the U. And as I go farther and farther, like I'm over the checkbox of the normal. And I'm over the checkbox of the retro. It seems like it stretches it, like the accuracy, if you will, of the mouse pointer as I go farther to this corner becomes more, the accuracy is lessened. Well, that's annoying, I guess. I mean, you know, we've gone this far. At least when the commands show up, you can see what's going on. Like I click on this dude and the ring appears in the middle, so you know my mouse pointer is not accurate. That really sucks. That really annoys me. I hadn't realized OBS did that. That really pisses me off. Man. Like, I hate it. I hate it because I want to do this style so that you can see me and you don't have to worry about me obscuring the game or something, but plus you see the blue screen behind me. That's kind of a pain to get over here next to me and set... I mean, it's not really a pain, it's just a little bit annoying to set that up and do the color, the color matching so that it gets rid of the background and stuff, and that... It's just stuff that I don't want to do. And then it's like, I mean, look at the screen. Where do I put it? Typically, it seems like the best place is right here, because games typically have your four corners with stuff, and then usually some kind of bar. You know, like Subnautica, the bars are in the middle, bottom, and here, and there's a space right here where you could put yourself. But I hate that. I hate covering up stuff. God damn. I'm probably gonna have to do it just because... Man. Super annoyed. It's just so... It's so ridiculous. It's like... Things don't work. Right? It's... Okay, well... Jesus, man. Okay, let's take a look at all this stuff. This once regal statue stands broken, badly damaged from some long-past upheaval. You could hit it. I wonder if that would do anything with this column. Look at ornate chamber. Why is that not... It won't actually let me click on it, though, which is weird. A panoramic mosaic fills the back wall of this chamber. It depicts a battle in the sky over a series of distinctly colored mountain ranges. Right, that's what it was talking about, right? Like the different mountain ranges. A battle in the sky. Okay, same thing. Let's look at the throne. Amongst the rubble and destruction, an ornate stone throne sits askew within this ancient chamber. A mummified figure presides over it, slumped to one side. It's not slumped to one side, though. It's in the middle. The mummified figure is dressed in regal garb with the design of a lion on it. You have little doubt that this is the legendary doomed King Dugan, or Duggan, from the ancient courts of Stormhaven. We have a book, or a stone slab. One look at the cracked and splintered bones of the ribcage reinforces just how frail life is. This stone statue is sculpted to resemble a fabled knight of old, and there's a doorway behind it. This ornate chamber is dominated by blah blah blah. A thick layer of dust chokes the decayed remnants of this once finely made rug. Let's burn the rug. While the large rug smolders and smokes for a few moments, it refuses to catch fire. Look at the book. This handwritten journal looks surprisingly new. The script is in refined cursive. How do I get the achievement that I've read every book if I don't have all the books? Maybe it's a count, right? Maybe if you read the same book multiple times, it counts it, right? So maybe there's 100 books, but if you read 50 of them twice, then it counts. I don't know. I would almost bet that that's the case. You open the dusty tome. You glance over the page and read from an entry. The dwarves are proving difficult. I have pushed them day and night, excavating as my lord commands, but I fear they may all perish before we reach our goal. I've commanded Chief Gorka to bring goblins, as I may resort to using those brutes for this work. Is this written by, what's her name? I will take it. What is this back there? Nothing. Well, let's try speaking. The king. You clear your throat, preparing to address the king. Yorick pipes in with a warning. I'd steer clear of that one, lad. He was crazy enough when he was alive. I'd hate to see what he's like dead. Let's open the king. There's something about the figure that stops you from disturbing it. Alright, well. Archive, got it. Yeah, I'm really gonna have to think about that, because I do not want to. See, I mean, look at that. You click on it and then it even highlights the thing. And this is not the first time that I've seen it happen, by the way. I'm trying to remember what else. I mean, you'd also think... There you go. When you place the scepter in the mummy's hand, you swear the corpse moved. Oh, I got... What's going on there? That was odd, you mumble, spooked. The mouse wasn't moving as well, and so I had to check for cat hair in the optical thing. Okay, let's check it out now. Mummified figure is dressed blah blah blah. He has a scepter clasped in his bony grip. Okay. So now what? Something about the figure that stops you from disturbing it. Yorick whispers out a warning. You'll be wanting to keep quiet. Dug in here was a right terror in real life. I'm sure death has just made him angrier. Let's try hitting him. You don't quite understand why, but a sixth sense warns you against striking the king. Okay. Let's try hitting this. You haul off and strike the statue, cracking the stone with a satisfying smack. Ah. You strike the statue hard with a single roundhouse blow. It teeters and falls, followed by the sounds of several heavy wooden ceiling beams falling from the ceiling. He keeps telling me to be quiet, right? Use statue. You attempt to topple the statue, but to no avail. Oh yeah, the shaft. You lean over, peering past the huge wooden beam. The path downward looks treacherous, but manageable. So what do I do with this now? I mean, I assume you had to do that so you could go down into the pit. And this might not be a door after all, but why give him that? So that I can... If I tried to do that otherwise, would he kill me? Is that what the word is? I don't know. Achievement unlocked, Spelunker. This must be the catacombs then. With a deep breath, you scramble down the beam and into the shaft below. Congratulations, you have earned the Spelunker achievement. The cave walls seem to be closing in. A momentary feeling of panic grips you as you ponder all the rock overhead. Let's check the map. Catacombs. Indeed. Well, that's annoying. And right, and there's something about that as well. Like, this is the notes. This being this. Why did I need to use the scepter on the king? Let's take a look at the sword. I wonder if we give him the sword as well. Maybe the helmet. Right, like maybe there's multiple items that... We can use the helmet. Dented helm looks a bit small for you. I mean, he's got a helmet though already, I think. Let's go up. Let's see. Large hole's been blasted on the floor. Use sword on... Raising the sword against the king. I don't know. He was crazy enough. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna ask for a hint. Legend has it the traitor's winged beast flies the skies above the castle, guarding an artifact of great power. Right. But I can't do anything with it yet, right? So, okay. Maybe we should check that out. The censure, right? Oh, right. We gotta do something with this. And then there's the sparks, which a dizzying array of colors confounds your senses. So let's go back first. Still annoyed. Right. Still dead. That's good. Okay, here we go. Use the spell on this. In your mind, you see the ancient circle in front of you. Summoning your will, you speak the command Accenture with confidence. Wizardry power travels from your outstretched... Wizardry power? I mean, I don't think that's proper grammar, but I understand. Travels from your outstretched arms and onto the circle. The dais begins to glow, pulsating with tremors of energy. Now you can go to it.
Open your mind, young Jer. Fret not. It is I whose name you bear, Cuthaka the First. Behold those whom have gone before, when Gatekeeper was but a hillock, and the living castle no more than a dream. They stood where you now stand, on this holy ground.
Interesting. I bet I can't use the Staff of Ages until I do that. As soon as you step onto the platform, a painful vibration runs through your body, freezing you into place. As the room comes back into focus, a sense of peace and purpose fills you with energy. You now feel empowered, like you could do something that only a wizard of the circle could accomplish. Okay. You know... Oh, a censure. See it. Okay, fair enough. It tells you. Let's see. Blackmere. Let's see. Time grows short. Do not fail me. Fair enough. I mean, now what, though? Like, that was kind of weird, right? Like, can we do... Like, now, what did that allow us to do? My thought is probably the Staff of Ages. You know, you can't beat the game unless you do that. Presumably. And what is this? Alright. Let's see. Right, the study. I guess let's go try that. Maybe that, I mean, I doubt it, but... let's see. Several fire pits. Can I do something with this now? The rune glows with power. Whoa, hang on. As you approach the rune, a strange power overtakes you. Both your hand and the rune glow with a magical light as you pull it from the wall and place it in your satchel. Whispered voices, not unlike what you heard when you were initiated on the summoning days, fill your head with a triumphant chorus. This changes things. Okay. This rune resembles the all-seeing eye. A faint glow runs along its surface. Okay. Globe is still... I wonder if I should go back to the very beginning. Because I still have that skull. Like, I don't want to activate the thing's defenses. You know what I mean? Like the castle's defenses or whatever. And what do I do with the rune now? Let's... Right, there's... See, the other thing is these are, like, stuff carved into it, but it doesn't... Like, there's another rune here. It doesn't tell you where the stuff is. Like, but is Epor and all that stuff, is that all active now? I don't know. I kind of want to keep going forward. Let's see, where am I? I mean, let us go... I wanted to try something, but what? Oh yeah, the darkness. We'll go this way. Because I have like that sparkling spell now. Oh, not that one. Was it the North Tower? Which tower was it? It is the West Tower. Okay, so this one. And I still don't know what to do with that. Okay, that's the darkness. Cast magic missile. Some malevolent force is sucking all light from this room. Fire the spell into the chamber and produce a nice pyrotechnic display. Yeah, see, you can't even see my mouse cursor now. Darkness appears unaffected by your magic. All right, well, let's keep going forward then. What does getting that rune do for me? Does it do nothing? I mean, is it for puzzles that are only required, like in Master or Journeyman or whatever? That's actually a possibility, where all the, like, the world and everything is the same. Just the puzzles aren't as complex. Right, so you could still pick up all the runes and stuff, but you don't need to, maybe. Or maybe I do. I have no idea. Alright, well, let's go here. Cave walls seem to be closing in. A momentary feeling of panic grips as you ponder all the rock overhead. And interestingly enough... No, there's the rock. That might be it. The rounded stone may well have come from a riverbed. Oh, really? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I see. What about you? How many of these do I need? You note the cave tunnels twist and turn beyond the passageway. A loud thump echoes through the caves. You pray fervently that your path forward is not blocked. Alright, well, let us... Oh. A set of tunnels, each leading off in a different direction, line this central cave. I see. Well, okay. What about here? Just those two again, huh? What's with all these crystals? Let's try going to the left. The strange red glow and stifling heat in these caves is beginning to make your head swim. I don't even know if there's another door in here. I see this crystal glowing, I see the skull glowing. Okay. Torchlight refracts off the hard edges of this red crystal. You tug on the crystal as hard as you can, but it resists your efforts. Okay. I guess we could try using the hammer. Oh. Okay. Strike the crystal with the hammer, breaking it into thousands of tiny pieces. I don't know if I'm supposed to do that. This particular skull is devoid of any hair whatsoever. Well, I hope I didn't need that. The crystal, I mean. I mean, I didn't get it. I didn't get it. Also, is it this? Is this the same type? Similar. We'll go through this one then. A chill grabs hold of you, clawing its way up your spine. You feel like you are being watched. Now we have three choices. We'll still go to the left. Oh! As you make your way across the cave, a scraping sound brings you to a standstill. Two creatures resembling gargoyles slither from cave openings on either side of the cavern. The beasts sniff the air in anticipation of a fresh morsel. You. Den. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, let's go back and we'll try going this way. I assume we get to use... I mean, maybe you can't go... The large stone-like creature seems to be a cross between a bear, a mole, and a gargoyle. Its large eyes indicate that it is a cave-dwelling creature, one that may have never seen the light of day. Let's just try punching it. Oh, wow. You launch yourself at the creature, swinging your fist wildly. The beast is too quick, however, swatting you across the room. You strike the wall hard, crumpling to the sandy floor in a daze. Unfortunately, an respite is short-lived as the creatures pounce on you in a flurry of spikes, claws, and teeth. We had to get that unique death. That was...
What a pity that you have failed in your grand quest.
Yep. Resume. Alright, so let's go through here first. Is the, oh, yeah, I see it. I saw some little sparks right there, but it's gone. It's gone. We can go through there. I presume that's the way forward, and I don't even know if you can, those little, like, because there's three. I assume one each was for a gargoyle, so it's probably the one in the middle. But who knows? Let's try going... Yeah. Let's try going this way. Right, more crystals. Veins of quartz and crystal run through the rock walls in this tunnel. Well, it's not the hammer. I assume there's a pickaxe or something. I vaguely remember an achievement, something along the lines of mine all the crystals or something like that. So that's gone. I've screwed that up. That's okay, though. It's alright. So, doesn't look like we can do anything else here except for the crystals. As if to escape, the translucent red crystal rises from the cave wall. Alright, so that's not... Nope. Feel like you were being watched. You are. Oh, that was weird. Okay, well, let's... There you go. Yep, okay. So, spells, presumably sparks. Because it talks about a dizzying array of colors confound your senses. So let's use spark spell on the gargoyles. Thoroughly unnerved by the creature in front of you, you miscast your spell, which creates a small explosion. The creatures are at first confused, but quickly recover to pounce on you. Interesting. So you cannot... You miscast your spell.
Today, death has claimed...
So, first off, I guess it's a bad idea to miscast the spell. See, now I don't know. Let's see, slither... So we've tried punching them, that didn't work. A bear, a mole, and a gargoyle. Its large eyes indicate it's a cave-dwelling creature, one that may never have never seen the light of day. The spells didn't work. We could try the sling. I only cast it on one, though. Or it's possible the shooting star. Okay, concentrate and draw power into yourself. After a moment, I clicked it on the floor, or the area, basically. Release it with a word. A bright flash of light fills the space above your head, looking vaguely familiar to you. Did that work? I don't think it worked. I'm just gonna guess. The hideous cave dwellers hiss at you, barring your way forward. Okay, well. Use the stone on the sling. There you go. Fumble a rock into the cradle of the sling. A rock has been expertly positioned in the cradle of the weapon. Let's try using it on them. As you make a move towards the creatures, they raise their voices, chittering to each other. Unnerved, you hesitate and proceed no further. So that would kill you. Wait, you jump in and swing the hammer at the strange creature. This startles the beast to retreat back into its hole. The second one quickly follows, apparently spooked by its companion's behavior. Alright. You stick your head in the hole and are startled by a throaty growl. The creature is still in there. You can make out a series of whimpering cries from within this hole. Okay. Well, let's go past then. Unexpected. Having no interest in another encounter, and I assume as soon as I go back that way, they'll pop out again. And I don't know if they'll do a hammer the second time. Having no interest in another encounter, you hurry across the stone floor and out of the small cave. A series of hastily dug tunnels are held together with old and rotting timbers. Ooh. Well, we have a bag here. Ancient threadbare sack is barely held together by a few strands of twine. And we have more. Is it just the 3? Okay. Roughly hewn cave opening leads deeper into the caverns. A series of drips echo down this passageway. Opening looks as if it might cave in at any moment. It might, actually. You rummage through the sack, finding a scroll, a stone tablet, and a crystal. Taking these, you then discard the sack. Let's try going through this. Did it collapse? No. The red glow from the cavern walls gives you the feeling you've entered some sort of netherworld. We have another skull. This particular skull has a cunning, ironic set to its features. And we have another crystal and another cave. Let's take a look at what we got. Okay, so brittle scroll looks extremely old. Wow, it's already time. Just about. You unroll the scroll, careful not to damage the parchment. You see, you read the carefully scrawled words on the scroll. Brother Adnan, forgive us. We know not the location of the place of power that you spoke of. We continue to search the caverns and ancient chambers below, having uncovered several areas containing artifacts from a time long past. What these places mean, we cannot tell. It is signed in a cursive letter T. Items. Aha! Let's look at this first. Congratulations, you have earned the Novice Tradesman achievement, which I don't know what that does. Even though you know nothing about rocks or gemstones, you believe this crystal to be a fine specimen. Maybe it's examine a certain number of items. This stone tablet has various glyphs carved into it. Several symbols resonate with you. A hand followed by a pointed star and 4 vertical lines. Yeah. So the one in the middle, I'm pointing to it. You can't... Let me see if I can line it up. There we go. This is the bladed sun, which presumably the wyvern is guarding. The 4 pointed lines upward, I think, were a signature for one of the archive scrolls. Aside from that, I don't know. How we doing? Is this all just kind of a bullshit area? Don't know. Disoriented, you look about you, wondering if you've been in this cave before. Perhaps you're going around in circles. You know. I don't think so. And I can't actually see anything to click on. I have the, show items or whatever. Cavity, yeah. Well, okay. Okay, let's go back. Alright, let's check out the map. So I think we explored every way, and then I think, well, obviously we can only go through this one. So we have the other 2. And also, right? Like, you look at this, and it looks like that tablet that we picked up is right there, and the sack. Was the tablet in the sack? I don't recall. I think so, right? It gave us a scroll, tablet, and the crystal, I believe. So let's, we'll go straight. Go straight. Hello. The intense heat of this room makes it difficult to draw a breath. We have a lake of fire and some kind of statue. And it looks like those might be the only 2 things we can actually click on. This bubbling pool of lava is fed by a superheated magma flow. I don't know if, like, do I need to grab the ice elemental and use it on this? Look at statue. Broken and cracked, the stone statue portrays a large dragon-like creature, its wings spread. Strange words, which read, Motari Riseth, are etched in the rock. You feel like you've seen it once before. I see. Lava flow. Well. You bow down and ask the dragon-like creature for its protection. York comes to life and says, now don't be doing that, boy. There's no telling what type of price the creature might want in return. There you go. I mean, I don't have the spell Motari Riseth, and the fact they're putting it there like that means we probably aren't going to find it. And the fact that lava is flowing into the thing means we're probably not going to be able to use the ice elemental on it. Right, so, okay. I don't think we can necessarily do anything there for now. And it might be it might be a red herring. Like, we might not actually be able to do anything there because, it's referencing the old game, which isn't the same as this new one. Despite the lack of a breeze, you catch a whiff of some musky animal. You are doubly cautious as you continue your explorations. So I see 2 more crystals and the hole. Let's look at it. A frayed rope ladder hangs down into the opening in the tunnel floor. Is this going to kill me? Hastily constructed beams, surely cut from the woods within Gatekeeper, hold up the rock ceiling overhead. More crystals. That way and forward, I suppose. Lower catacombs, jeez. They're, yeah, 50% of the rooms, huh? They're not kidding. The problem is this kind of just feels like filler. You know? This chamber is different than the others, showing signs of being used as a meeting place. The torch's flame momentarily flickers. So there's the gong. Made of bronze metal, this flat circular gong hangs from a frame of polished wood. I'm glad I picked up the mallet. We have the doorway. A strong, rotting smell wafts in from this cave opening. Do we use the mallet on the gong is the question. Does that kill me? We'll save and find out. Tower landing, okay. Let's try using the mallet on the gong. You ring the gong with a mallet, it resonates with a low sound that gets louder and louder as it echoes through the caves. York scans the cave and says, tempting, isn't it, boy? So it probably does nothing. A noxious smell rises from the bubbling tar pit in the center of this cave, assaulting your senses. Right, so we have a skull, door, tar. I wonder if we can light the tar on fire. The bubbling black substance of this tar pit is incredibly sticky. If this has a monster in it that is like a Star Trek reference, I'm going to be somewhat disappointed, I suppose. Although, it's impossible, this particular skull looks a bit sad and depressed. Since nothing is happening, after a few moments, you stop trying to use the lit torch on the tar pit. Cavern. let's go forward. Timbers, some rotten, some strong. Brace this shaft holding the rock at bay. We have a couple more crystals, presumably. And a way up, which we might be able to get to. It looks pretty high. The opening in the rock ceiling is accessible via a rotting rope ladder. So the dwarves got all the way here, did they? A series of haphazardly placed wooden timbers brace the ceiling in this cave. Oh, another crystal, maybe another 2. And... okay, I'm gonna go ahead and light the torch. Oh, maybe I should have said... maybe I should have waited till it momentarily flickers, or did it do that already? I don't know. Let's keep going, I guess. You hear the sound of scurrying from this tunnel. The dark cave, replete with echoing sounds, seems to be closing in on you from all sides. Okay, another rock. Smooth, heavy stone fits nicely into the palm of your hand. Take the stone. The rounded stone may have come from riverbed. What about you? This particular skull has the outline of a beard around its chin and some discoloration around its eyes that look like glasses. That's weird. Before you can speak, Yorick says, "Ah yes, this one is known throughout the land for its map-making skills." Strange. Okay, was that it? You reach for a handhold as a noticeable vibration permeates this cavern. This particular skull looks, what's the word, ill-fed? Well, okay, and we got more crystals. Yep. No doubt the work of dwarves, this passage through the stone rock has been carved from solid stone. I mean, yeah. If we're in stone, I would presume the passage has been carved from stone. 2 doors. 2 doors to go through. Let's go left. That way it'll probably not continue. It feels like the right one's going to go up and the left one's going to go over here and stop. That's my guess. And I'm sure my mouse was not matching up properly, but, you know, what can you do? Okay. Although hastily dug and girded by old timbers, dwarven handwork is still evident in these tunnels. Another way up. And another crystal. Let's go back and then go forward. A huge chasm cuts this chamber in 2. On the far side, you see a tunnel, no doubt leading deeper into the labyrinth of caves. So we have the door, the chasm, and this rock thing. Large opening on the far side of the chasm appears to not only have been carved from the rock, but split from it. As you lean over the incredibly deep chasm, a wave of vertigo momentarily overcomes you, producing both lightheadedness and nausea. This rock has been carved to resemble a table, one set with a series of holes. Its surface contained 2 figures, which you swear you've seen before. You wonder if it's worth a closer look. I'm sure it is. And the 2 figures could be... Huh. You carefully sidestep this... Oh. Yeah. You carefully sidestep the strange pattern on the ground, hoping for a closer look at the stone table. A table of sorts has been carved into the solid rock pedestal. The geometric pattern of the holes is oddly familiar, indeed. It's the mountains. Right, that's the... Oh, that's the top of it. Yeah, of course. That makes sense. right? They're showing you the little figures, and it's a clue of itself, right? Although you can't really see them as these. You can't see them as clearly on the stone table itself. Where was it? The towers? No, castle probably. Here we go. What is it? 6, 3. Well, 6 red on the bottom and 3. Okay, so we'll do that first. A red crystal protrudes from a hole in the rock table. A rough hole has been carved into the top of the rock table. We'll solve this real fast. Take little effort, you pull the red crystal free. A low, long rumble shakes the ground beneath your feet, nearly toppling you. Well, I don't know why it shouldn't. Carefully set the red crystal into the slot. It didn't do anything, right? Okay, well. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna use one there. I've heard tell of a chasm that bridges the dark places of these catacombs. York ends in a whisper. Take. Okay, use. Right, so we're gonna do the red crystals all on the bottom. We're gonna. Oh, let's look at this one, right? Long black crystal juts from the rock. White crystal. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, see, I suppose you could just move it, right? Let's check out... Okay. 3 looks like kind of the middle, and then 2 to the right. Oh. Yeah, so it'd be here, and then... Carefully move the blue crystal. So why... Carefully set the blue crystal. You're nearly knocked off your feet as a tremor runs through the caves. Right. And then... white and black. Above... this one. Right here. And black is one over. Just double checking. Yep, okay. Should be good. Use... I mean, that's it, right? I mean... Okay, I don't know what I'm doing here, but I guess we'll stop. I thought I did everything there. A little confused, and I'll have to think about what to do going forward. Probably keep this for this playthrough, and then maybe future games I'll maybe move my stupid face over the image. I don't want to do that, but, you know. That's it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for your time and attention. I really do appreciate it. I really hope you guys are enjoying these episodes. Oh, that's not the right thing. I don't know why I don't know why that bugs me. See, even that you can tell it's off. But there you go. There you go. What's your guys' unique positive moment for today? For me, it's honestly that I figured this out. Finding things that are incorrect gives me the opportunity to fix them or address them or something. I didn't realize. I had seen it was doing this before. Maybe it doesn't do it with all games. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and look now. But that's my unique positive moment. I'm sure your guys is better. I hope it is. And I hope to see you guys next time. Till then, guys, take care.